Hello everyone. So welcome you back to Ashok Tutorials. Well, so successfully you have completed your MTET examination yesterday, right? That is the 1st of December 2023. So I'm very glad that we could successfully complete this exam. So now uh, yes, many of you are requesting me to provide the answers keys to the question paper, right? So for that I have asked for the paper, I mean the question paper from your side. So please kindly make the question paper in the form of PDF and you send me, right? You send me and then let me see how can I solve it and when can I solve it. But then like as I was going through the question paper, what I found is that the questions are, since the syllabus has changed, even the question paper was tough. So question paper was tough. So do not lose heart if you're not scoring well, but at least you will be eligible if you have done enough of the work or the papers, right? So you will pass if you have done enough of it. So, and I got to know from some of my friends that uh, Hindi was a bit tough, right? Hindi was a bit tough. Then Nepali was a bit tough. Then Garo also. I mean, Garo also was tough. Khasi was also tough. So language papers were basically tough yesterday. And regarding other subjects also, I got the feedback right. It was quite tough. So no issue with that. We'll see once we solve the question paper, you will you'll know that how much you are scoring. And like in like suppose there are four options, right? A, B, C, D. But I don't understand like why MTET question papers are like that. Like some of the time what happens when you officially check the official answer key, there are more than one option selected. All right, so there are questions in which even question number, I mean option number A is also correct and number B is also correct. Sometimes A is correct, C is correct, sometimes C is correct, D also correct. So it is like that, right? So you do not need to worry. Of course when we solve it, it does not mean that 100% however we solve it, it will be that way. It can be or it cannot be. So still we will try to solve it. So accordingly you will find out like whether you have qualified or not. And the qualifying marks, if I remember last time, was 82 for SC and ST candidates, right? It was 82. So if you are scoring 82, then you are eligible for your MTET certificate, right? So let us see how can we do it. So today I will try to do what? Today I'll try to upload CDP paper 1 solved questions. All right, so I'll try to solve it and I'll try to upload it. So kindly check it along with your question paper. But yes, of course, the series which I have chosen or which I got was, I think it is C or B, something like that. I'll let you know in the once I start making the video. I'll let you know which series I'm solving, so accordingly you can check it. All right, so and I could see some people, what they are doing is that they are leaving the channel or leaving the Telegram group. So they I don't know what to say, but it seems like their work is done, so they are leaving. It does not mean so. If you want to leave, you can leave free. You're free to leave, but then I don't think that the work is done until and unless the results are out, right? So still we need to get updates. Answer keys will come, then response keys we can submit. Like if we are not satisfied with the whatever the answers we have given, or what are the answers keys they have given, we are not satisfied, then we can complain against it, or we can file a request for it. So those certain things are there. All right, there are certain things which will come on the way. So that's why only I was telling you to stick to the channel, so that we whenever I receive an update, I can update you regarding that. So it's your wish now. If you want to stick to the channel, if you want to stick to the Telegram group, kindly stick to it, so that we can provide you with the updated information. All right, so that's it. So all right, so let us meet. We will see what can be done, how can it be done. So please cooperate. And yes, of course, I was asking some of you, if you are comfortable, kindly give some feedbacks, or kindly give some reviews of how you found the question paper yesterday. Was it very tough, moderate, or very easy? So according to your experience, please try to share it, so that even the other candidates who are waiting for the next year, they will come to know like how was the type of what was the type of question paper. So I would like to request you, at least make a short video of 2 to 3 minutes, or maybe more if you wish to, and please send it to me, and I will upload it in my channel. So you can just let us know like how was your preparation, how much you prepared, and then was the questions according to your expectations and all, no? So those things we just would like to see when you speak. So feel free, if you are comfortable with it, please make the video and send it to me, and I will upload it immediately. Today itself I'll upload it. So let's see. uh, I'll get back to you as the video continues. So we'll meet in the laptop screen. All right, so let's see. Please collect a pen, a paper, the question paper you collect, and then a pen you collect, so that you can calculate at the end of the video how much you have scored. And believe me, if you have scored 15 or 15 or above, definitely you're going to pass. All right, but it depends on the subject. What subject are we talking about? If we are talking about language, sometimes we can score 10 also. So let's see. Average, if average you are scoring 15 or like that, so you are qualified. So this is all in this video. So let's see, let's come to the computer screen and solve the paper. Start with the solving of the question paper. So here I have question paper of yesterday's exam, that is 1st December 2023 exams question paper of paper 1, right? Paper 1. So this is for LP section, right? LP section, lower primary section. So here I have the question paper which is of series B. Which series? Series B. So right, let me take this pen, so I hope you all can see this. What series is this? This is series B, right? This is series B. So alright, let me choose a better color. Or which color would you like? I think most of you will like the color to be red color, right? But I don't like red color as of now, so let me just take this dark blue color, right? All right, so let's start. So we all know that this question paper, that is particularly, let me talk about child development and pedagogy. So here this child development and pedagogy portion or question paper has got 150, not 100, yes, this entire question paper has got 150 questions, right? One question, 1 mark. But the CDP portion, which I'm going to solve now, let us see, let's come back, come down, let's see. Yes, so this is your question paper. This is a compulsory paper, right? We all have to attempt this. So child development and pedagogy, and this question was for 30 marks. For how many marks, dear friends? It was for 30 marks. All right, so let us see first question. What does it say? It says that assessment is purposeful if it is done only after the completion of the course, it is done once at the end of the course, it serves as feedback for the students as well as the teachers, it serves as feedback for students only. See, I would like to tell you the way how should we solve this kind of questions. See, whenever you hear the word, whenever you hear the word only, you should know that this will not be the correct option. So here you have the word only, this will not be correct option. Here also only is there. So this only gives the negative impact to what? To the question, alright? Which means whatever this is a positive question, right? So negative sentences should be omitted first. See, if you are sure of the answer, correct it, tick it directly. But if you're not sure which one is correct, and if you know that this cannot be the answer, this cannot be the answer, then those kind of questions you should tick off. All right, just kick those questions off. So these two questions are already cancelled. Now only 2 is remaining, which is it is done once at the end of the year. Number C, it serves as a feedback for both students as well as the teachers. See, assessment is purposeful. Purposeful means what? It has got a purpose, right? So assessment has got a purpose. So how can the purpose of the assessment be successful if we do it only once a year? So once a year it is written, so this also is not the correct option. So now only one option is left, that is option number C. It serves as feedback for both students as well as the teachers. See, we as teachers, we know that uh, teaching and learning process is not one way process, it is a tripolar process, right? It is a tripolar process. So here it is not that students are the passive learner only and the teachers are the teachers only, not like that, right? So here what happens is that uh, through assessment we get the feedback, even the teacher get the feedback as well as the students get the feedback, that whether what they are going to how what is the improvement needed for the teachers as well, for the students as well. So those things are taken into account. All right, so this is your correct option here, number C. All right, so let's come down. B, question number 2. Let's see. Given below are objective type responses and 3 are under alternative response type. Identify the odd one from the given options that is not under the alternate response type. See, now by hearing the word itself, alternative means what? Alternative means those questions which have two options, two option question. See here, what does it say? It says that given below, identify the odd one. What we have to identify? The odd one, which will not be the, that means we have to find the wrong one. So they are saying there are 3 questions given, so out of these 3 there is one which is not matching. Now let me talk about true false. So when we say true false, do you see 2 options here? Yes, of course. True is one option, false is one option. So this is also correct. Then right or wrong, this also has got 2 options, so this is also not the answer. Then yes or no, so yes or no also has got 2 options, so this is also not the answer. This is not odd, right? They are asking which one is the odd one, so odd one is this, matching the column. So this is the odd one, which means this is your answer. What is this? This is your answer. All right, it has not got any options. See here we have two options, right? Alternate options we have, either we can say true or we can say false, we can say right or wrong, yes or no, but in matching the column we cannot say either of this, right? So this is the correct option here. All right, now let's come to question number 3. Which of the following is the most what? Appropriate description for a very short answer type question. A very short answer type question. See, very short means what? It cannot be this one. This means long questions. 120 to 150 cannot be it. Cannot be this one also. So these are the 2 wrong questions. All right. And here it says it can be answered in 1 word or 1 sentence, or it can be answered within 2 lines to 7 lines. This also cannot be the correct option. So now we have only left with one option. Very short means even the true false come in this, or 1 word. Especially those who are from science background, you know that when we say very short answer type question, we say that it it is a type of question in which the answer can be made in 1 word itself, right? So this is the correct option here, right? All right, great. Let us come to question number 4 now. Question number 4. All right. All right, so here the correct answer is C. Now, which of the following is not the tool for formative assessment in scholastic domain? See, recently I have made a video on formative assessment and summative assessment, right? So formative assessment. Now they are saying which of these is not a tool. What not? Which of this is not a tool? See, always be careful when you see this type of word. Not is written, a negative word. So which of this is not a tool? All right. So here we know that whenever we are analyzing the students on the basis of formative assessment, this oral questions will not be the one. All right, oral questions are not the one. Then again, conversational skills are also not the one. Projects are also not the one. So we are left with only one question, that is formative. I mean option B, that is multiple choice questions. Alright, so this is your correct answer here. Now let us come to option number 5. Which of the following, question number 5, which of the following is an example of summative assessment? What assessment? Summative assessment. So summative assessment means what? Example. Alright, let's see. Option number A is quiz, B is performance task. What is option C? Let us see on top. Option C is saying unit test, and option D says final exam. So we know that summative assessment means what? Summative assessment means which is done at the end of the session or end of the year. So this will not be the one. Quiz we ask every day. Performance work we do every day. Then what else we have? Let's see. We have again unit test. Unit test can be done at the end of the unit, right? So this is also not the answer. The correct answer is final examination. Final examination, because it is done at the end of the session, right? Yes, correct. Good. So now we have question number 6. What does it say? It says that which of the following statement is most appropriate to give the correct meaning of development? See, we have studied in detail about the development and growth and development, right? Growth and development unit we have studied. So according to that unit, we should refer first to these 4 options. So let's see the correct option. See, this is quite confusing. This question is quite confusing. So let us see. We do not know the right answer. So let's try to see which one can be the wrong answer. So development refers to the structural changes of the body. No, it will not be the structural changes of the body, because development means the development of the mind, the body, the soul, the emotions, everything, right? So it cannot be this alone. Quantitative in nature, this also is the wrong answer. Development cannot be quantitative alone, right? This is also wrong. Then development refers to the organic changes of the body. Then A, we have development refers to the functional or non-organic changes in the body. So now here again, it cannot be, see, actually development is both, right? Development we can say non-organic also, we can say organic also. But from these two, which one is the most specific? That is option A, right? Option B is not the one. So option A is the correct one. So option A you have to choose here. Development refers to the functional. Whenever you hear this word, it becomes very positive, right? It becomes a positive word. So what we say? We say that development is functional, right? It is what? It is functional. So this option number A is your correct answer. Now let us go to question number 7. So what we have in question number 7, just give me a minute. Alright, so development being a continuous process takes place from, see, we all know that development is a lifelong process. It starts in the womb and it ends in the tomb, right? Development is a continuous and a lifelong process. So from here, which one will be the most correct answer? See, here also, this question is also a very confusing one, a problematic one. So let's try to find out. See, since we do not know, we cannot know actually which one is the correct option. So let us what do we do here? We will try to cancel out. What are we going to cancel out? We are going to cancel out the wrong answers. Alright, so what are we going to do? We are going to cancel out the wrong ones. So here, the infancy period throughout the lifespan of the individual. See, it cannot be infancy period alone throughout the lifetime. The period of the fetus throughout the lifespan of the individual. No, this also cannot be. Fetus means, inside the womb of the mother, right? The neonatal period or the prenatal period. See, these are two important terms here. Prenatal and neonatal. So here, this also is the wrong answer or option. The correct option, of course, will be this one. See, we have many more stages, here. In here, we have got many more stages here. Prenatal. So you need to understand this prenatal term, and you need to know the meaning of this term. What do we mean by prenatal? However, this neonatal means this is directly connected, alright, with babies who have just been born. Neonatal means the babies once they are born, but prenatal means even before conception, which means the development process starts even before the baby is born, right? So that is what makes the difference. Let us come to option number 8. Question number 8. Let's see what we have here. So this is done. Question number 7 is done, right? Now question number 8. Let us see. The growth rate of child is slow but steady during which period? During which period the growth rate of child is slow and steady? See, slow means what? Slow means slow. And what is steady? Steady means continuous. Continuously the child is growing. So it can be option A, infancy period. No. Then does it mean adolescence period? No, of course no. The growth rate is fast, in fact, in adolescence. Then comes early childhood. Early childhood. No, this is also not true. But yes, of course, option number C is true. Which option is true? Option number C. Wait, this one gone wrong way, right? So option number C is the correct option. Alright. Now let's come to question number 9. Let us see what we have in question number 9. In which phase of development? In which phase of development do children react less violently to emotionally disturbing situations? See, we know when a child is in the period of adolescence, that child is very, very wild. So this cannot be the correct option. Then later childhood also cannot be the option because the child is already growing big enough. So the child will respond. Early childhood, even during early childhood, the children they react. So this is also not the option. Here still they can react. Alright, they can react because they know they are growing cognitively, like they are, they understand what is good, what is better type of. But then during infancy, the child is not very reactive. They do not react violently because they do not understand. They do not understand well, so they do not react much. But here, of course, in this infancy period, they do not react. Right. Now let us see question number 10. Right. Once more. Let me go. Yes. Question number 10. So 9 is done. Then we have question number 10. See, at the age of 5, which means when a child is 5 years old, at the age of 5, a child can throw a ball with more accuracy so that the mother or the father can catch it. This is best associated with which one? See, when even I find this question to be a bit tricky because it's too much confusing, right? I don't know how many of you have solved it correctly. So here it says that which one is the one? Here it says development of large muscles. See, development of large muscles cannot be true alone. Alright. Of course, this is true, but this cannot be true alone. It says again, development of the ability to control the movement of large muscles. This is true, alright, this is true. But again, let's see another option. Neuromuscular development, not at all. Not at all. Now let's see. Development of coordination of large muscles. So this is the correct option here. This is the most accurate one. I am not saying that option B is wrong. Even option B is correct. Alright, option B is also correct. Option A is also correct here. But then option C is the most accurate one. So I do not know, as I was telling you in the video, right, that sometimes even option A is correct, B is correct, C is correct. So in this case, what do the MTET people do is that when they are giving you the answer key, they will write question number 10, correct answer is A also they will write, comma, B also they will write, comma, C also they will write. Like this also they write, alright. So suppose some of you might be thinking I have ticked option A. So sir is saying option A is also correct. Yes, of course A is also correct. Option B is also correct here. Then option C is also correct. The most accurate one we will take it to be option number D. So that's why we cannot just judge. We cannot just say that the correct option sir said is option C. I have ticked B, which means I will not get any marks here. But we do get marks here when they are checking the paper. They do it, they give the marks, right? Because they are selecting or they are giving as answers more than one options, that is A, B, both are correct, or C, D, both are correct, like that they give, right? Now, question number 10 is done. Now let's come to question number 11. So, which of one of the following is not the cognitive behavior of the child? See, cognitive means what? Cognitive means related to brain. So, which of the following is not? See the negative word here. Not is there. Not is there means what? There. See, which one of the following is not the cognitive behavior of the child? Means we have to find the odd one out. So, imagination. Does imagination involves brain? Yes. So, this will not be the correct answer. It involves the brain because here not is given now, so that's why this will not be the correct option. Then again, perception, yes, perception also will not be the correct option because perception also involves our thinking, cognitive power, right? Then attention, yes, of course, attention also we have to be attentive, right? We have to be attentive, we have to be mentally calm, so this is also not the correct option. So the wrong answer here is cooperation. So wrong answer is the right answer here. That's why we say, the wrong becomes right, the right becomes wrong. So if you want to score the marks, you have to choose the wrong answer correctly, which means as it is given here, the wrong answer is the right answer, right? So you should choose it accordingly. Whenever you hear the word not, you understand that it's going to be, the wrong answer is going to be the right answer. Let's come to question number 7 now. According to cephalocaudal tendency, development proceeds from which direction? In which direction? In the direction of head to toe or foot, in the direction of head to body, in the direction of body to foot, in the direction of hand to foot. See, my dear friends, here I would like to say those who are especially from science background, you know it very clearly that whenever we talk about the word cephalo means what? Cephalo means the head. Cephalo means the head, right? So they are asking about the type of development. According to cephalocaudal tendency, development proceeds in which way? So of course in the direction of hand to foot. Hand, though, it's not even coming in the option. It's not coming in the option. Head, the word head should be there. So where do you see the word head? You see the word head here and you see the head word here. In two places you see, and here there is no head here, so cut it. Cephalocaudal it cannot be. Now in the body, development proceeds in the direction of head to the body. It will never go from head to the body, alright? So this is also a wrong answer. So the correct option here is option A, which means whenever we say or whenever we talk about cephalocaudal development, it always means from head to toe or head to foot, alright? Remember this, my dear friends. Let's come to question number 7, 13. What we have here, right? Let me put it up. All right, so we are done with 12, we are done with. Now 13 we'll see. So Manu recently got admitted in an elementary school and is forming new relationship with other students and teachers. What does it say? It says that Manu is the name of a child, right? The Manu is the name of the child. So what did she do? She got admission in a school, in elementary school, right? Elementary school means up to class 8. Now she is trying to form good relationship with both the teachers as well as the peers, which means her with her fellow friends. Now social comparison with schoolmates began to influence Manu's self-esteem. Now see, she went to the school, she met with friends, she met with teachers. Now socially she is comparing herself with her friends. Directly, consciously or subconsciously, she is comparing herself with her friends. Now these begin to influence. Influence means what? Affect. Affecting what? The self-esteem, the self-respect. She started doubting herself. She might be thinking that others are better than her, like that, right? So negative emotions might have come up. So the changes described here best illustrates Manu's development. Now, according to the changes described here, so here best illustrations could be which one? Best illustrations, cognitive development, it cannot be cognitive development, alright? Then physical development, not physical development. Cognitive development, no cognitive development. So correct answer is psychosocial development. See, now why did we choose the option psychosocial? Psycho means what? We know psycho means mind, and social means what? In a society or in a social gathering. So we know that school, the classroom is a social place, right? Is a part of a society, is a part of the environment, right? Where different children are coming from different backgrounds and they are studying together and staying together whole day. So this is a type of a social, you know, a place where social development will take place. So this is affecting, what does it affect? It is affecting the psychosocial domain of whom? Of Manu's, right? Manu's psychosocial development or domain has been affected because she started, her self-esteem has been influenced by her thoughts of her friends, right? Her friends. Now telegraphic speech. Let us come to question number 14. We are going to question number 1. Question number 14. Well, now let us come to question number, see, I'm saying option again and again, right? So now let us come to question number 14. So question number 14 says that telegraphic speech takes place during which stage? Number A is neonatal period, early childhood period, later childhood period, infancy period. So again, I will say here that this is a complicated question. This is a complicated question. Of course, it will not be option A. Option A will not be the correct option. Not neonatal stage. Not neonatal stage. Alright. Telegraphic speech means speaking of 1, 2, 3 words like that by the child. Alright. So during which stage the child is speaking like 1, 2, or 3 words. So especially the child, when a child is like 2 years and a half, 2 years, that time the child starts speaking 1, 2 words. Right. So they are asking in which stage. It cannot be neonatal stage. It cannot be later. It cannot be later childhood stage or later childhood period. It cannot be, alright. So now option B and D is left. So I doubt. I think here the MTET people, they will choose both the answers. I think when they are giving out the answer key, even option B is also correct here. Option D is also correct here, right? Both the options are correct here. But of course, this infancy, if you like, this infancy comes under early childhood. So if you are choosing infant, what I feel, right, I personally feel is that infancy is also the correct option and early childhood period is also the correct option. But if you ask me more precisely, accurately, which one is the correct answer, then this infancy, still we can cross it and we can go with early childhood period. So this is the correct answer here, but it does not mean that option number D is wrong. What I feel is even option number D is correct. All right, now let's see here. Number 15, the language component that consists of the rules governing the structure and sequence of speech is known as what? Syntax. Phonology. By looking only you can cut it. It cannot be phonology. Phonology means what? The study of sounds. Linguistic. Linguistic means related to language. Then again, semantics. Semantics means what? It means finding out the meaning of the words, right? So here, they what are they asking? The language component that consists of the rules, and governing the structure, rules in the structure. What do we call that particular? What is it? The language component. So that language component is syntax. When we say syntax, it means the component of the language which gives the rules and the governing structure of the language. All right, so this is the correct answer here. Now let's go to question number 16. Up there, let's go. Yes, so question number 15 is done. Question number 15 answer is number A. Now question number 16, which of the following can be considered as the meaning of gender? See, my dear friends, here what I found is that from gender they have given 3 questions, and all the 3 questions are very very easy here. This portion, these 3, 16, 17, 18, I found it to be very easy. All right, so let's see what we have here. Question number 16, which of the following can be considered as the meaning of the gender? What is the meaning of the gender? Gender is an innate quality. Never. Gender cannot be an innate quality. Innate quality means what? Innate quality means it is born with the child. Do we say that child is born with a gender? No. Gender is a social construct. Gender is a social term, right? Gender is given by the society. It is something given by the society. So it cannot be innate quality. Now again they are saying gender is a biological determinant. It cannot be biological determinant. Sex is the biological determinant, not the gender. Now gender is a psychological construct, not at all. It is a social construct, not a psychological construct. So the correct option here is gender is a social construct. Alright, so gender is a social construct, which means that gender is decided by the society alone. Right? Now let us see question number 17. Here what we have. During the process of gender socialization, boys are often seen to get more autonomy and independence at an earlier stage than girls. This is due to the dominant role of what? Now we see in the male dominated society, what we see is that the boys are having more liberty, the more freedom, they can roam about here and there, they can come home late night, right? So these all are, and compared to the girls are not allowed to go out late at night and they are expected to be at homes early. So what are these? These conditions or these situations are contributed by what? By the school? No. By the peer group? No. By the families? No. Of course family also plays some role, but not directly. Family cannot be the correct option here. So the correct option is option number D, the society. So always remember this term, society or the social construct. Alright, this is the correct option here. Now let us go to question number 18. Question number 18. To avoid gender stereotyping in class, a teacher should see. What do you understand by gender stereotyping? Gender stereotyping means when we say this rubbing the blackboard or sweeping the classroom has to be done by the females or by the girls only, and carrying the chair and desk has to be done only by the boys. So this is gender stereotyping, which means we are assigning different type of work based on the gender of the child. So this should not be the case. We should not do like this. We should not say like the girls will sweep, the boys will carry the desk. No, this is gender stereotyping mindset. So we should avoid this mindset. We should not say this and that, right? So let us see which one will be the correct option here. To avoid gender stereotyping, since we know gender stereotyping is not good, so we should try to avoid it. So in order to avoid it, what do we do? Encourage boys to take bold and risky tasks? Not at all. Encouraging boys, see, we are using the word boys here, so this cannot be the correct answer. Whatever the correct answer is, there should be equality between the boys and girls. This is not the correct one. Discourage girls from taking part in wrestling? No, this also cannot be. We should not discourage the girls. In fact, we should encourage, right? See, whenever you see only boys or girls, this will be wrong answer. Appreciate students' good work by saying good girl or good boy? No, we have better option than this. The best option is option A. What does A say? Try to put both girls and boys in non-traditional roles. Non-traditional means what? Tradition means what? Tradition means we expect the girls to sweep the classroom, the girl to wipe the classroom, sweeping the classroom, mopping the classroom, cleaning the cobwebs, right? And we expect the boys to carry the benches, the desk, all the hard works we expect the boys to do, all the soft works we expect the girls to do. So this is gender stereotyping. These are what? These are traditional roles. These are the traditional roles assigned by the school, assigned by the society, assigned by the families. So we should avoid this. So in order to change our thought, or in order to avoid gender stereotyping, a teacher can try to put both boys and girls in a non-traditional environment or roles, right? Now let's come to question number 19. Question number 19. All right. So the type of observation wherein the observer joins in group activities to study the behavior of the students is referred to as what? Is referred to as what? So this is question number 19, right? So here, see, here also there are two options can be correct here. Alright, but it will not be participant observation is the wrong answer here. Then again, controlled Controlled observation is also a wrong option here. So the correct answer will be from, see, the type of observation wherein the observer joins in group activities to study the behavior of the students is referred to as, see here a researcher is joining a group of students and he's studying the behavior of the child by not involving himself directly. So what is he going to do? He is studying the child in what type of environment? In an uncontrolled environment as well as in a natural environment. So here naturalistic observation is also a correct option here according to me. This is also a correct option, but the more correct one will be uncontrolled observation, where the observer is not controlling at all. Of course this is also correct. So I think the MTET, they will give two options here, that is option A also correct, option C also correct here, right? So let us see what do they give, but according to me both are correct, but the more precise one will be option number C, right? Now let us see question number 20, what we have in question number 20. So alright, question number 20 says, which of the following is not an advantage of a reflective journal? Which of the following is not an advantage of the reflective journal? So see, all these are correct. Alright, all these are correct. Why correct? Here we have to give the wrong answer. The wrong answer is the right answer here. So this is correct about reflective journal. It brings out improvement in students' writing skills. This is correct. It allows free expression of personal voices. This is also correct. Then it allows self-criticism. This is also correct. So here, which of the following is not an advantage? So the not an advantage can be this one. This is the wrong answer. This is the wrong answer, means this is the right answer, right? All these are the wrong answers here. All these are the wrong answers here. This is the right one, option number D, right? Option number D is the right answer here. So it encourages students to disclose their personal and private views and opinions. So this becomes a disadvantage. Why? Because the many of the students are not willing to share their personal experience or to share their private views or opinions about certain things, about their life, about their families, about their family problem or financial problem or health problem. So this becomes an issue, right? So according to me, option number D is the correct answer here. Now let us come to question number 21. Which question number? Question number 21. So let's see. An anecdotal record serves to document a student's behavior in a specific situation, not alone this one. Provide a holistic view of a student's behavior. Alright, so what they're asking here, an anecdotal record serves to document a student's behavior in a specific situation, provide a holistic view of the student's behavior. See, anecdotal record serves to, here actually this is a little, I feel like defective question here. Provide a holistic view of students' behavior, assess a students. All these are, the correct. These are all correct. These are all correct. So here they should have used one word. An anecdotal record serves to keep track of a student's attendance, serves to access a student's academic progress, provide a holistic view of students' behavior, document a student's behavior in a specific. So all these three are correct here. Only the one which is wrong here, or the odd one, is attendance. We never take attendance by students' anecdotal record. We take the attendance of the students using a register in the class, right? So see, here the question itself, I don't find that the question was complete here. So I find it little problematic question, this one. So I don't know which one you might have ticked here. So even if you have ticked it wrong, I don't mind. So because this question itself was not so clear. So even if you have correctly done it, so this should be the option according to me, the correct option. All right. Now let's go to question number 22. So what we have in question number 22, which of the following is not a principle of inclusive education? Now, my dear friends, this is also a question which is very confusing. Very confusing this question is. So here, what does it say? Which of the following is not a principle of inclusive education? So whatever, if you know that these are the principles of inclusive education, then you will have no problem. But if you do not know which one is the principle of inclusive education, then you might have problem. So they are asking the negative one, not the principle of inclusive education. So equity, you just find out, right? Equity is of course a principle of inclusive education, so this will not be your answer. Access is also a principle of inclusive education, so this will also not be the correct option. Now again, participation. What is that? Participation. So participation is also a principle of inclusive education, so the only option left here is respect. So respect is not the principle of inclusive education, you can say. All right, now let us go to question number 23. Question number 23. All right, let me make it a little up, this is becoming too down. Question number 23. So for successful inclusion of students with visual impairments, which of the following become a barrier? Visual impairments what means the children with difficulty, or the children who are blind or not able to see, or the students who are not able to see clearly. All right, so this type of students visual impairments. So they are saying barrier. Barrier means what? Barrier means something which stops or hinders the progress of something. So here, what can hinder the progress or the success of these children who are visually impaired? So here, let's see, audio trap lectures. See, audio tapped lectures are good. They are good. They are not barriers. Audio means what? Which we can listen, we can hear with our ears. So even when the child is visually impaired, he or she can still listen, right? So audio tapped lectures can be useful for her or him. Now number C, written description and diagrams. See, written description and diagrams means it can be written with the help of a braille, right? Braille. So we know that the children who are visually impaired, they use braille in order to write and understand, right? So they can feel it with their fingers and hands, and they write and study. Now tactile models of graphic models. Tactile means what? Tactiles means those which we touch. So you understand that tactile models of graphic materials means which we can touch and feel, right? We know that the people who are visually impaired, they use their sense of touching, right? They use their fingers, their hands, they touch and they feel and they understand what is that. So that is what even the braille is doing. But when we talk about number A option, that is electronically formulated lecture or notes, that becomes a very wrong option. That becomes the greatest barrier. Why it becomes the greatest barrier? Because see, electronically means what? Means in the form of digital way, in a digital way. So suppose I give my mobile phone to a visually impaired person and I ask him or her to study the notes given. Can he feel and make out what is written on the screen? He or she can never do it, right? They can never do it. So these electronically formatted lecture notes will not be accessible. The child who is having this visual impairment issue will not be able to understand, or will not be able to study, or will not be able to know what is written on the screen. So this is what we mean by electronically formatted lecture notes. Now let's see question number 24. So we have now question number 24. Let's see, which of the following is not a type of disability? Again, negative word here. Which of the following is not a type of disability, they are asking. Mental illness, of course we know it is a type of disability, right? It's a type of disability. Autism, of course we have studied when we studied about learning disabilities. Then of course this learning disability itself is a learning disability, is a type of disability. So here we see that acquired brain injury will not be a type of disability. Why this will not be a type of disability? Because this is acquired. This is not inherited. This is acquired by the individual. So acquired brain injury, there are two types of course, so you can study in detail if you want to this one, right? So here for this question number 24, the correct answer will be acquired brain injury. Now let's see question number 5. Which of the following practices will hinder successful inclusion of students with hearing impairments? So this is a question which is quite similar with what? Which is quite similar with option number 20, I mean question number 23, 24, 25. Then now came question number 25, right? All right, question number 25 now. So let's see which of the following practices will hinder means what, slow down or affect or act like a barrier. This is a negative word, right? Hinder means it will affect negatively successful inclusion of students with hearing impairment. Now it says that those students who have hearing problem will be affected. When will they be affected? When will those when will those children will be affected? Those children who are having hearing problem. So allowing extra time for processing information, so this is a good thing, right? This is a good thing. This will not hinder, this will not slow down the learning of children with hearing problems. Then captioning on scripts or announcement or video. See, video is helpful for the people who cannot listen, right? Enhancing lip reading conditions in classroom. Now when a child is able to understand the lip sync or the lip movement of the teacher, he or she can still understand or comprehend what the teacher is trying to say. Through the video also the child will understand, through the lip reading also the child will understand. And if extra time is given, that is also helpful for the child with hearing impairment. So the only thing which will not be helpful to the person with hearing problem will be relying extensively on lecture method of teaching. See, lecture method means what? Lecture method means we are speaking without any visuals, without any, you know, without any extra help to the student. So relying only on lecture method of teaching will affect the learner with hearing impairment. Right, so 5 more questions are left. Let's see what are they. All right, now question number 25 is done, right? Question number 25 is done. Now let's go to question number 26. All right, so in a classroom, see, just now I said classroom is what? Classroom is a private place. Of course not. Classroom is a social place, right? It's a small society where different children are there from different family backgrounds. So in a classroom, a teacher plans to pair and group work so that learners can interact with peers. Here the students are involved in this activity of, see, now when as teachers, what do we do in the classroom? We ask two of them to do some activity, or sometimes we ask them to form different groups and give them some topic and ask them to do a little bit of activities, right? Small activities, or ask them to play games. What do we do by that? What are we trying to do by doing that? When the students are sitting in groups, or when the couple when the students are sitting with in pairs with one another, two or in a group, so what do? They interact with one another. They are interacting with their peers, right? So when they are interacting with their peers, what among these 4 options, which one is which option will be the correct one, or what are they learning from these 4 options? Are they learning structuralism? Not at all, not structuralism. Behaviorism, of course they are learning how to behave also, but there is a better option than this. This is not the one. Then cognitive constructivism, this is also true but not up to that mark. So the correct option here will be social constructivism. Why social constructivism? Because they are sitting in a society. They are sitting in a small society, that is the classroom, in a social gathering. They are different type of peers are there, friends are there, teachers are there, right? So they are in a group, in a society. So social constructivism skills will be developed by this. Now let's come to question number 27. Question number 27. The most important step in pre-teaching phase. This is for teachers. This is for teachers. So before we even start teaching, what should we do? Conducting needs assessment? No, we cannot conduct assessment until and unless we have started with what we are going to teach. Deciding the assessment tools? No, this is also not the first step. Selecting the appropriate teaching learning activities? No, this one is also not the first step. So they are asking what the most important step. The first step, the most important one in the pre-teaching phase will be identifying the instructional objectives. What are the objectives will be of the topic which I'm going to teach? what will be the objective, what will be the learning outcomes. So those things are the ones which we do, right? So when we were doing our DLED and B.Ed, we know that we have made lesson plans, and in lesson plans what do we write? We write learning objectives, we write learning objectives, then instructional materials, then learning outcomes, all those things we write, right? So that is what they mean. Now let us see question number 28. In all right, question number 28. So in the practice of teaching skills, see the technique which is used to strengthen the response given by the people is prompting, seeking further information, refocusing, or redirection. Now we know, like when we were doing our what was that, micro teaching, right? Micro teaching, when we were doing micro teaching in our during our B.Ed internship. So what do we used to do? We have learned different type of skills, like skills of probing, questioning, skills of explaining, skills of illustrating with examples, skills of stimulus variations, right? So from those skills, suppose the technique which is used to correct the response, used as a correct response situation to strengthen the response given by the people. So we were asked to ask questions from our friends, right? When we were doing that micro teaching, so we were asked to ask the questions. So during that time, suppose if one of the student or our friends, they are giving the correct option, so what do we do next? Do we seek further information, or do we do prompting, or do we do refocusing, or do we do redirection? Here the word is used, strengthen the response. In order to make the response of the student more strong, what do we do? Do we redirect? No, we do not redirect. Redirection means if the student is not, one student is not able to give the correct answer, then we redirect that question, or we pass that question to the next student, right? Not this one. Then does it mean that prompting? No, prompting means the student is not able to give the answer yet, so we are giving the student some hint, right? We are giving the student some hint. Now seeking further information, no, this is also not the one, because seeking further information will not strengthen the student's response. The only option here which will strengthen the student's response will be refocusing. Refocusing means, suppose if we have asked the student what is a light, the student will say light is a form of energy. So we as teachers, what do? We will refocus that. What the child has said, we will refocus. So how do we refocus? We will refocus it by saying, yes, the correct answer is given by so and so, that light is a form of energy is the correct answer, like that. This is called refocusing, right? Now question number 29. Question number 29. So let's see what we have in question number 29. So a learning style that the learners choose to learn by listening is known as, see, learning by memorization. No, listening means what? You all love to listen to music, right? You all love to listening to music. You go to concerts, you play songs in your mobile phone. Now Christmas is coming, so in Meghalaya, especially the Garo Hills part, we started with concerts, right? We are having concerts, different people are coming, the Bollywood celebrities, the singers are coming, right? So these are all related to what? The concert, the music, it is all related with sound, right? Sound. This is not the correct option. Visual means related to the eyes, tactile means related to the touch. Learning by memorization means memorization, and the correct option here will be audio. Audio means related to sound, right? Audio. So they are saying a learning style that the learner choose to learn by listening. Whenever we listen something, that is called audio. So this is your correct option here. Now let us see the last question of this child development and pedagogy, paper 1. So question number 30. What we have here: which of the following is the task of a teacher in the constructivist approach of teaching learning process? Now we have studied constructivist approach, right? Constructivism we have studied. So what does it say? Which of the following is the task of a teacher? What is the work of the teacher according to constructivism? That we have to see. Number 1, the teacher plays a dominant role in the teaching learning activity. See, here itself the negative word is given.
We as teachers, we do not go to the classroom and we dominate the students. No, this is wrong answer, wrong option. Dominating word is used here, the wrong word is used here. So we never go to the class and dominate the learners. No, this is not our work. The teacher directs and controls the students in the classroom. No, this is also wrong. We are not going to control the students there. We are not going to give them the directions, because this is, we are talking, on the basis of constructivism. So on the basis of constructivism, directing the students, controlling the students is not the solution. The teacher plays a dominant, see again, this dominant is coming here. Whenever you hear these negative words, you understand then this cannot be the answer. So now the only option left is the C. The teacher plays an advising and facilitating role in the teaching learning process. Of course, this is the correct answer. Why this is the correct answer? Because we, the teachers, we advise the students and we are the facilitator. What are we? We are the facilitator, which means we take the students not as blank sheet of paper. We do not take the students as somebody who knows nothing. We take the students as like they already have the knowledge, they already have the schema in their brain, and we as teachers, we should just help them. How are we going to help them? We are going to help them in order to bring out that we, what do? We do not educate the child, we are sharing our knowledge, we are not giving knowledge, we are just sharing our knowledge with the learners, right? So how do we share? We share it by becoming a facilitator. Facilitator means to facilitate something, or to facilitate somebody, or to facilitate a situation. So we are the facilitators. Teachers are known as the facilitator. Remember this word, right? This, which word? This word is very important. Now, role in the teaching learning process. So this is our role, advising and facilitating. These are not our roles, right? So here you have seen 30 questions of child development and pedagogy. So of course from 30, uh, we have tried our best to solve all correctly, so we believe that we have solved it correctly. And as I said, that there might be some of the questions which will be like a have, which will have correct options more than one. So 2A and B is also correct, B and C is also correct, or C and D is correct, or A and D is correct, or A and C is correct, like that, right? So you do not panic. Suppose you have, I said here the correct answer is C, and you have ticked option number B, and I said in the video that this is also correct, this is also correct, any of them can be the correct answer. So in that situation you do not panic. But wherever I cross, I said this cannot be, this cannot be, this cannot be, it means it cannot be. All right. So after the end of this video, I know many of you will come to know how much you got in CDP, in child development and pedagogy paper 1. So kindly share how much you got with me in my telegram group, so that I will know like how much you got, and later on at the end of all the question paper solving, we will find out who passed and who could not, right? Roughly we can find out. Suppose after calculating you are getting around 80 or 79, 78, that means you have a chance of passing. But if you are getting somewhere around 50 or 40, then though we have to wait for one more year, right? So this was my first video, Ashok Tutorials first video on solving question paper of 2023 December 1. So let's see what subject are we going to solve in the next video. So I hope you have liked the video, and yes, of course, let me tell one thing. See, if you feel that the option which I said in this video might be wrong, please correct me. I always welcome you to correct me, right? I'm very happy if you say, sir, the option you selected is option number C, but according to me and according to my finding, this is not the correct answer. So you please prove it to me and show it to me that this is the correct answer. So here I gave the correct answer does not mean that I am rigid, does not mean that what I said has to be true. It is not so. So if you have better understanding, if you have better idea, if you have done more research and you found that no, this is not the one which the sir gave, in fact that another one is the correct one, so you please feel free and let me know. All right, let me know, so that we are not so that we can calculate our marks correctly. So I know all of you are waiting to find out like how much you have scored, so that ultimately you will pass from mathematics, from science, from CDP, from English, from Khasi, from Garo, from Hindi, from EVS. You will pass and you will know whether you have qualified this exam or not, right? So you're waiting for that. I know, and even I am waiting for that. So I wish that all of you will pass this examination. And if you are passing this examination, of course, as I always say, we will try to meet one day somewhere, right? We will try to meet with one another, right? So altogether, see, oh yes, one more thing. See, language papers, I will not be able to solve all. I will try, of course, for Garo, I will try if I can solve it. But Khasi, then Hindi, Nepali, those subjects, we have to see who can solve it. But of course, Garo, we will try to solve, right? I'm not you know I'm not promising that I will solve it, but we will try to solve it, right? And so altogether, roughly we have got 10 subjects, right? 10 subjects means 10 videos. So I'll be making 10 videos. And see, why I choose this method of solving the question is so that you know which one is wrong, what went right, and how you are supposed to answer it. Because of that, otherwise I can just tick and give it like this other correct answer, just tick it. No. So as a teacher, what I believe is that you should be very clear. You should be very clear, like how come this is the correct answer, how come this is the wrong answer. So you should know it, right? You have the right to know. That's why only I made this video in this format, by explaining the questions, so that your understanding becomes a better one. So these were the questions, right? These were the questions of CDP paper 1. So we are done with it. So let me conclude this video now. Right? So thank you everyone for staying connected with Ashok Tutorials. Thank you.